All right. Hello, friends. I'm here with Chef Michelle. I'm very excited. She lost 75 pounds and many other wins. So I think you want to stay and hear about her fantastic lifestyle and health transformation as a busy chef and as a mom. Before we dive in and start talking about all your progress, do you mind telling the viewers who is Michelle?
Sure. I'm 54 years old. I cook professionally. I am learning to love fitness and exercise, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So let's talk about the time before you got started, and that was in May last year.
Yes.
Before you got started, what was happening in your life? What was going on with Michelle? What were you struggling with?
I think I was just in survival mode. I was just operating. I was just trying to get to the next day. I had too many other things going on. I put everything else before my own health and before my own needs. And it was time. It was time. I had run into Leo on Facebook and decided it was time to commit.
That's right. And what, like, was there any moment that you realized, okay, like I'm struggling with this? So your goals were basically to start losing weight. But I
Yep.
remember you were like a little bit insecure as far as like setting up a goal because you didn't want it to set like your expectations too high to the point where maybe I'll fail and I'll disappoint myself, etc. So we went like slowly, but basically your goals were to lose weight, was to gain more energy, and to basically feel like you were healthier.
Yes,
Those
correct.
were your goals. Was there like any specific moment in time where you realized that you needed coaching?
I knew that I needed help, and I knew that I couldn't do this alone, and I didn't want to do it alone. And I needed support, and I needed structure, and I needed guidance, and I needed the tools, and you just really came in handy.
So I just showed up in the right time.
Yes, it's about timing, right? My timing was like I was ready to commit, and your timing was that you were looking for some new clients.
That's right. So like I'm curious, like out of like all the options on the internet and everything you see, why hotels fit in specific and why myself?
Um, I'm not sure. I think it's divine timing. I think it's connections. I think we talked via messenger a couple times, and you were kind and lovely and smart, and I was like, oh, this could be a good fit. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think I needed someone in person. I didn't need someone here. I just needed the like weekly support and the contact and the help. I didn't need to go meet face to face. And I think this was just the best option for me.
And I think it worked quite well.
It did. It
Quite
did.
quite quite an
And
amazing journey.
yeah, I gotta say, I definitely in the beginning was definitely scared to set goals because I'd never done this before, right? I'd never set personal fitness goals, and I was really nervous not to reach them or not to hit them and be disappointed in myself. But having your support and help with setting those goals and then sticking to them felt very easy. And the time has just flown by. Flown by. I can't even believe it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like people who are watching this, they haven't seen the before and after photos, but that's something I
Right.
might put up later on. But it's quite crazy, like to see you then and to see you now and to see the photos. It's a crazy difference.
It's a crazy difference. And my mindset has changed. I'm a happy, healthier person. Um, I've always kind of been the glasses half full, but I've never been happier. And I've never been excited for the future like I am today. I've never believed in myself more than I do today. And I'm really happy. And I think that has great to do with you and our time spent together and your knowledge and continued support and constant. words. You always seem to say the right thing at the right time. I always tell my friends, I'm like, God damn, Leo, just when I was not feeling into it today, I was over it and having the struggle day. He always says the right thing at the right time. I don't even know how many times I told my friends that. I was like, that damn Leo, he once again, and I didn't think like a young man of his age would be able to um, be so crucial and so uh, crucial and important in this journey for me. So thank you. It's been really cool.
Thank you so much for the kind words. And I think it was just like a lot of mindset work, especially in the beginning. There were a lot of there was an identity change over time that we
Yes.
progressively see, and I think I'm glad I could understand you. Like through our coaching and interactions, I could understand you, and I could meet you halfway, and we could both, tackle the struggles in in the journey. And yeah, it made everything so spectacular because there were like struggles, and like even more so on the mindset level. But
Yeah.
weight loss and health, it's a lot about mindset. And
Yes.
the first transformation starts in the mind. And I guess like the work that we've done over time, it was really wonderful to see. So I'm just really happy you're in a great place right now of your life. So yeah, talking about results, not just the physical results of 75 pounds and many other things. Like one of the goals that Michelle and I set was that one of her purple tops would need to lose, and back then on the first progress pick, it was quite tight. And now it just looks loose and you look skinny on it. So
Say
great.
it again. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Say that again.
It looks loose and you look skinny on it. Yeah, big win. And also like all your feedback, like week after week, I would hear that someone you didn't see for a long time noticed that you lost weight and you were really happy about it. Then I would hear, oh, like my normal is now going back to my healthy routine, even though sometimes you had some weekends off and some events that would take you off track, you would be happy by going back on track again. So that shows like a really big difference in identity. And also, and for like people watching this, did you feel like it was too restrictive or that you stopped eating things that you like?
No, it wasn't choose restrictive. I made decisions for myself because I wanted progress. So from jump, I cut out alcohol, sugar, and carbs just because I was really serious about it. Right. Here's another attribute I think is really special about you, Leo, is that there's no shame and there's no like, oh, I was disappointed that you didn't lose so many pounds this week, or there was none of that. There was no shame. There was nothing like if I'm traveling or I've had a big work week and I haven't gotten to the gym, there was no like shame, or there was no pointing fingers, or there was no like, oh well, you're not going to hit your goals this week. There was none of that. And I just think it's so crucial to this process that that there's just those roadblocks and those barriers aren't there. So that when you do fumble or you don't have to commit to your eating program today or for 2 days or whatever it is, it's all good because you're going to get back to it and life happens. And it was important to me that I still can go out for dinner, I can see my friends, I can travel and eat things when I want to eat things. And so I've learned with your help to balance all those things. And I think that's another crucial key to your coaching.
For me, it doesn't really matter if people lose weight too fast and then it's not sustainable. So I think it's very important that each one has its own pace of progression in the program. And some people go a little bit slower, some people like to go a little bit faster. But I think each one has its own timing and time of adaptation to the different protocols. So what I do,
I
like on my side, is just try to adapt to that. And then if there are struggles and hurdles in between, we just like by talking to one another, we figure out what it is and we tackle it the best way that we can. And that's just that.
yeah.
So it's awesome.
So
So we talked about like the weight, we talked about like the mindset changes and other kind of lifestyle changes and progress in other areas of your life. That wasn't just the weight. But what was your biggest challenge in the program? If there was one, what would you say was the number one?
The gym, working out,
All right,
working
tell me
out.
more about it. Like how did it started and how it is now?
Well, I've never loved working out. I always felt like I'm not good at it. I don't enjoy being uncomfortable. I don't like to sweat. Like I just don't like any of it. I've never even been to the gym. I've never had a membership at the gym. I'm just not a sporty girl. I've never like I didn't play baseball and soccer growing up. Like I wasn't that girl, right? So to be able to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna work out and do these things. And we started slow, which was great. And now I'm at the gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Like my car drives there automatically. I like high five people walking in. I take classes on my own. I go lift with my legs. I know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it was
I'm
actually like
growing now.
because you were always losing weight, even on weeks where you didn't work out. So it shows that
Yeah,
nutrition is basically 90% of everything.
right.
But like slowly but surely, you start getting some workouts in and going to fitness classes and yoga here and there. And now
Hmm.
look at you.
Yeah.
It's
Ready
good.
for summer. Ready to crush it this summer.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic, Michelle. So I guess that's it here. Like, what would be your advice for other people in the industry watching this right now that are in potentially a similar situation than you were before?
I would say committing to yourself and committing to what's best for yourself and your body and your goals. I mean, it's all doable. It's all doable. It's all achievable. It's amazing.
Perfect. Well, friends, that's it, guys. Michelle, incredible transformation. If you have any questions for me or Michelle, feel free to drop them in the comments. We will get back to you. Thank you all for watching. And Michelle, I'm gonna stop the live stream so I can we can chat a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.